Good morning and good afternoon to all of you joining us today. It's truly an honor to be part of this important conversation on securing our water future. My name is Amira Cheniour, so I'm the co-founder and chief operating officer of Seabex. Seabex is an agri-tech company dedicated to AI-powered smart farming solutions. At Seabex, our mission is simple and yet urgent. So help farmers use water efficiently, increase productivity, and build resilience in agriculture. With water scarcity and climate change threatening global food security, we need today scalable, cost-effective, and data-driven solutions, and that's exactly what we are doing and building at Seabex. Next, please, Alexandra. As has been mentioned by other speakers today, like by 2050, we are expecting to reach 2 billion more people on this planet. And right now we have like 800 million who are already undernourished. The big question here is how we can scale food production without exhausting our water resources. So agriculture already consumes 70% of global fresh water, as you know, and most of it is wasted due to inefficiencies. Next slide. When we talk about global food security, the real issue isn't just about producing more, it's about producing smarter. This is what we think and what we believe in it. The traditional way of farming cannot keep up with the climate change, with water scarcity, and the increasing of the food demand. Think about how most farmers make decisions today. They rely on fixed schedules, manual estimates, and guesswork. Should I irrigate today? Should I apply more fertilizer? Should I use pesticides or no? These decisions are often based on intuition, no data, or based on their experience. It's leading to inefficiencies, waste, and lower profitability. And the reality in here is that inefficiency in farming practices, and especially in water use, can cause up to 50% reduction in yield and income. And while precision farming solutions exist, they often require expensive sensors, making them difficult to scale, especially for smallholder farmers. Water is too valuable to be wasted. So how do we change this reality? So at Seabex, we asked ourselves how we can give farmers the power of precision farming without requiring expensive infrastructure, how we can make it like inclusive to all type of farmers, whether they are small, medium, or big farms. And the answer is our solution today, an AI-driven, sensorless solution that delivers real-time recommendation on irrigation. What makes our approach is different. So first, it's no hardware required, so 100% software-based intelligence. A real validated impact, as you see here, is like independently assessed in France and Tunisia today, and we are actually growing this impact to reach more 3 countries in the market this year in Europe and Africa and Middle East, up to 40% water saving, while also optimizing other inputs like fertilizer and treatments somehow like indirectly. At Seabex, we've proven that this is work. And our AI is continuously analyzing weather, soil conditions, crop models, and we use satellite imagery somehow to calculate the impact that we are communicating. So we are eliminating guesswork and helping farmers making better decisions or much more founded decision every day. Next slide, please. So also what make us unique is the way our AI delivers intelligence. So we're creating what we call digital twin of the farm. So a dynamic AI model that simulates the real world condition by integrating soil, plant, and weather data. We do have also massive plant database. We can say like it's the biggest actually in terms of solutions in agtech. So continuously updating our data from 50 plus species and more than 200 plus crop varieties. Our latest actually innovation that we've been released this year is Magonia, which is our AI assistant. It's multilingual conversational AI that translates complex agronomic insights into simple, actionable advice in over 100 languages and dialects, and contextualized data aggregator, which generates valuable insights to agribusinesses, cooperatives, and policymakers. And we do have seamless integration that work with existing farm management systems, so making AI-driven farming accessible and scalable. The beauty of this approach is that farmers don't need to be experts or tech savvy, so our AI does the heavy lifting for them. Next slide. Seabex started with sensorless irrigation optimization, and we continue improving this axe, and we will continue working on water, but we quickly realized that we can scale what we do to cover other aspects of the crop production, and now we are expanding to cover fertilization and plant protection in 360 solutions for very strategic crops that we are targeting. So this is the future of farming, where AI enables farmers to optimize every decision in real time. Next slide. At Seabex, actually, you see here the numbers. So our mission is not just about developing technology, it's about delivering real impact at scale. So, and these numbers tell the story of growing reach. So we have over thousands subscribers, farmers, agribusinesses who actively use our platform to optimize their irrigation and water management. We have successfully managed more than 3,500 production cycles, ensuring efficient water use and improved crop outcomes. 90% of the cases that we've been studying, we've been generating water saving and yield boost. So our technology is trusted by over 400 customers, including farmers, cooperatives, agribusinesses across multiple regions. And our system has processed more than 100,000 satellite imagery, leveraging AI to provide accurate insights for smarter data-driven farming decisions. Next slide. So while we all recognize the urgency of water conservation, the reality is that scaling AI-driven solution agriculture comes with its own set of challenges. So reaching these numbers is already not easy. It hasn't been easy for us. So I will talk about some of the key barriers we faced in making this transition successful. So first of all, data adoption and challenges. Agriculture, unlike other industries, still struggle with reliable and scalable data. So it's one of the most data-scarce industries, which makes AI model development more complex. But even when we have the right technology, farmers often need real-world proof before trusting and adopting a new solution. So it's not enough to show results from test lab. What really convinced them is seeing it work on peers' farms. Similarly, for agribusinesses, need validation across multiple farms before they integrate a new solution at scale. Next slide. The second, and has been also discussed by Cyril, which is the funding gaps in water tech. So on the investment side, agri-tech, especially water tech, doesn't operate like fintech, health tech, e-commerce, where results can be measured instantly. In agriculture, impact takes seasons, not days. That means we need patient capital, funding that understands the time it takes to prove and scale the solution. So, but many investors in this scene of investment hesitate because they want fast returns, while in reality, proving water savings, at least, and efficiency gains requires longer validation cycles. Why this matters? So if we want truly to overcome these barriers, we need to create an ecosystem of trust where farmers, investors, and policymakers work together to drive adoption at scale. It's not just about having the right technology, it's about ensuring the right support system in place to make adoption seamless and rewarding to everyone involved in the ecosystem. Next slide. So actually, Seabex doesn't just work with farmers. In our strategy, we act across the entire agri value chain. So we accelerate the impact at multiple levels. So the agri businesses like seed producers today, like integrate our platform to empower their farmers to grow high quality, more resilient seeds. They also allows them to collect large scale performance data to breed drought resistant and low water consuming seeds. Agri food processors and cooperatives use Seabex to optimize water use across the supply chains, ensuring sustainable farming at scale, but also securing their productivity in the harvest in terms of quality and in terms of quantity. And their role in here is critical in scaling the water tech solution, driving industry-wide adoptions. So water saving innovation only scale when we have like the agriculture and technology and finance align. So this is So and I was talking about this as part of the partnership level that we do, and also I'm directing also to Water Unite as part of our investor panel. So Water Unite is more than just an investor, and you've seen in the presentation of Cyril, it's a true impact-driven partner that understands the complexity of water challenges and actively supports startups that drive meaningful changes in this place. They've been built a strong network and deep expertise in the water-related innovation, making them more than just financial bakers, but they are what we call in our ecosystem smart money. So they believed in Seabex mission from the start, and they supported us from the beginning, and their support goes beyond funding. They provide strategic guidance, they understand the specific challenges of our industry, and most importantly, they open doors, and especially in terms of the strategy that we are taking in terms of go-to-market, etc., by connecting us with the right people, the right markets, and the right opportunities. For us, this is just valuable as capital. So it's very important when we've been choosing the investors for the last round, to have like investors like Water Unite in the panel. So it saves us like time, accelerate our scaling efforts, and especially strengthens our impact. Next slide. So here I'm addressing like actually this slide mainly for the audience who are here. So if we want to make a real impact and scale AI-driven agriculture, we need the right support ecosystem. Technology alone is not enough. So it takes collaboration across different sectors to make adoption widespread and sustainable. Why? Because first, we need investment and an AI-driven sustainable solution. Water scarcity is an urgent crisis, and we must accelerate the adoption of precision agriculture in water-scarce regions. Smart investment in AI-driven farming are not just about growth, they are about long-term resilience. Second, partnerships are key. No single company or organization can solve the challenge alone. We need stronger collaboration between agri-tech startups, impact investors, policymakers to remove barriers to adoptions and ensure technology reaches the farmers who need it the most, especially smallholder farmers in the developed regions. And finally, knowledge sharing is critical. So farmers today don't just need access to technology, they need trust in it. By working together to provide training, real-world case studies, and peer learning, we can help them see the true value of data-driven agriculture and make AI adoption seamless. The future of agriculture is data-driven. By scaling it requires all of us, investors, innovators, policymakers, working together. The question that I've been asking is like, how do we accelerate the change today? The answer is, the more we collaborate, the faster we scale. I will end with the last slide, which is the closing slide. So you remember that I said water is too valuable to be wasted. Yet, while we have made massive progress in tackling and reducing carbon footprint, it has been mentioned water footprints by Cyril and Satya, are still largely overlooked. We believe it's time to change that. Water Score is our initiative to bring water footprint measurement to the forefront, just like the carbon footprint. So we know that it's going to take decades, but we need to start somehow. It's about scoring, benchmarking, and incentivizing better water management in agriculture. It's about creating a clear, measurable way for business policymakers and farmers to take responsibility for their water impact. And most importantly, it's about encouraging action. So because what gets measured gets managed. So I invite all the investors, agribusinesses, policymakers in here, innovators to join us, whether investing in us or in supporting us in shaping a world where water efficiency is not just a choice, but we want to make it a standard. Thank you.